Alrighty then. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another RNG game night. It's happy Wednesday. It's cold as hell over here in Illinois. And today we're going to be playing a game called Scarlet Hollow. Scarlet Hollow is made by Black Tabby Games, the devs who made Slay the Princess, one of my favorite video games I played last year. And this game, I believe, it's still in early access. So they've been really working on the craft of this game to work out the choice and dialogue and everything. Also, this will be our first time we're going to stream on Restream. So let me know if there's any audio issues so I can try to correct them before we get really into it. So let's get down to it. I'm going to go in there. But before we begin, we got Mr. Angry Canadian showing up in the chat. Hello, AC. Of course, we got Miss Demibachi. How you doing, girl? And then also joining us, Mr. Frankador's Games. I'm going to pee. Well, it is kind of a spooky game, so maybe you'll pee just fine. Alright, so let's get this launched and open, shall we? Okay. We got Ando here showing up too. Hi, buddy. How is the audio with everyone? Can you all hear it just fine? Let me know if I have to adjust it or something. Okay, let's get to it. What is your name? We're gonna go Carl. The city you live in. Shy rack dog. I'm not a they them. I'm a man. I'm a man. I'm 40. Select 2 traits. Oh, this is interesting. Let's see here. Powerful build, tough as nails, the pinnacle fitness, an imposing presence that commands the room, a mean right hook. Mystical, strange and unusual, you see the threads of reality in ways others cannot. You can talk to the animals. Animals can talk to you and gift you a gift and a curse. Ooh, okay. Street smart. Good at lying and hard to lie to. Fast talker, you can read people and read the room. No door can hold you down. They got hot. Extremely good looking, a natural flirt. People just like you probably because you're a good person. Book smart, well read and rational, possess a wealth of esoteric knowledge and know when to use it, a talented researcher, keen eye, observant with a knack for picking up small details, empathetic. Well, which way should I go, guys? I gotta pick 2 of these. Let's go with talk to the animals. Let's go with keen eye. Pronouns option cancel this game. No, we're not. We're not doing that yet. And gay them. Keen eye or mystical? Which one should I go with here? Well, if I could talk to animals, I think we'll go with mystical as well. All right. You jolt awake as the bus hits a particular nasty bump. You feel like you've only just managed to start drifting off, and now, here you are, awake again and still exhausted. For a moment, you are hazy on the details of where exactly here is. Confusing this bus with the many others that came before it. But as your mind continues to reassess its existence in the waking world, the past few days come back into focus. The long lost cousin, the bad news, the 26 hours of bus rides with countless late night stops and seedy despots that would have you feel unsafe even in the middle of the day. You wouldn't normally find yourself traveling like this, but your cousin bought the tickets. The funeral of Pearlane Scarlet, your cousin's mother, and your aunt, seems like something you shouldn't ignore, even considering your own late mother's rocky relationship with this side of the family. Mystical. But it was also more than just the social pressure of the invitation that pushed you to accept it. Sometimes, no, something has been tugging you back to this place your entire life. There was no choice to be made because you were always going to find your way here. So when your cousin called you, you knew what had to be done. And now the end of your long journey is in sight. You're almost in Scarlet Hollow. So anyways, as I was saying, oh no, he's still here. He's been sitting next to you for the past 5 hours, talking at you without pause. Sorry, you're not, you're not sure he even stopped when you started to doze off. At first, you thought he was just being friendly, but that was several hours of one-sided conversation ago. I was up in Maryland looking for work, but mostly messing around because I was a dumb teen. Oh, look at you. He looks like BoJack Horseman's roommate. Anyone ever watch that show, BoJack Horseman? That's what he reminds me of. Me and my buddies were doing our usual prank stuff, pushing joggers into the harbor, that sort of thing. And then here are my options here. Let's go with this one. Hell yeah, so chaos, my dude. Heh, I knew you'd get me. You and me were kindred spirits. I could feel it. So this girl comes up to us, swinging her purse, yelling about how she was going to call the cops or whatever. It was hilarious. She actually hit my friend, and he said it hurt a lot. So I guess she really was mad and not just playing. But she kept swinging, and soon enough, she lost her balance and fell into the harbor all on her own. We didn't even have to push her. We had a good laugh and finished her out. No, we had a good laugh and finished her off. We had a good laugh and fished her out, and her phone got soaked, so she couldn't call the cops on us. We wound up hanging out all day. She kind of became my girlfriend after that, and we've been on and off again for about a year or so, so pretty serious. Though about 5 months ago, she tried to break up with me, like for real, and geez. You even get so mad, just want to like kill someone? You ever get so mad you want to just kill someone? What are the options here? That's already off to an interesting start. Let's go. Oh yeah, all the time. Never followed through with it, of course. Oh yeah, totally. Never would, of course not. Yeah, but I definitely think about it sometimes. Even plan it out, just, to let off some steam. Wouldn't even do anything. Yep, never. But a person can't help what thoughts they have, right? I honestly could have killed that woman. Anyway, she's giving birth to our son right now, so I'm trying to get up to Virginia to be there for it. But I don't know if I'm like into that stuff, so I might just wind up on the bus to New York. Or something instead. I've always wanted to go there. That's interesting. Please let this man get off the bus soon. You think? You're not sure where he could possibly take this conversation next, but you definitely don't want to find out. Yeah, people tell me I lead an interesting life. But I don't know. I'm just going with the flow. Maybe other folks don't do that enough. Anyway, where do you say you're headed? Mystical option here. Home, I think. I've never been, but Home, I think. I've never been, but I felt it like a call at the back of my mind for as long as I can remember. Something can only be put off for so long. The young man anxiously shifts in his seat. For one perceptible moment, it's his turn to feel uncomfortable before he catches himself and heartily laughs. Oh, you must be talking about Scarlet Hollow, right? Or the Holler, as they call it in the mountains. That's the only other stop until this bus turns around. So if you aren't going off at my stop, no, why did I say it like that? So if you aren't getting off at my stop, you must be heading up that way. Almost nobody ever goes there. I'm usually alone on the bus by now, though, actually. I had a couple buddies who went up there to work in the coal mine. There's a coal mine up in the holler, you see. And there's always a job listing or two on the boards around here. I never wanted to do that kind of thing myself. I like my lungs the way they are. Thanks, but my buddies got desperate enough to try it. I haven't heard from them for a while now. I think about it. I should see if they're on the Facebook, see how they're doing there. Hope they didn't die. He looks back at his phone for once focused on... Oh, never mind. Oh, this is me. It was lovely meeting you. Hope you don't get too bored without me around to talk to. Here, I have something for you. Stranger rifles through his pack before presenting you with a dripping bag of peanuts. They're boiled peanuts. I got them at a gas station a few buses back. I've noticed you haven't eaten much, so I figured you could use them more than me. Plus, they're dripping all over my bag, so I don't want to carry them anymore. Tip. Sometimes picking a dialogue option establishes new facts about who you are. Okay. There's a lot of options here. I see what they're trying to do here. What should we do, chat? Should we take the peanuts? I'm going to take the peanuts. I'll be nice. Thanks. You are welcome. And with that, I'll leave you. Safe travels, friends. And just like that, the stranger is gone. Maybe you can finally get some sleep. Next stop, Scarlet Hollow, end of the line. Almost there. I thought there would be voice acting in this game a little bit. But I guess there's not. Unless there is, then I don't know. Let me check something here. Nope. There's not. Okay, let's continue. The bus finally comes to a stop. It brakes, squealing as it deposits you in front of the Scarlet Hollow bus station. The sign at least reads bus station, but calling it feels disingenuous. At best, it's a kiosk, though for a small town like this, you're amazed there is so much as a road, let alone a bus that drives on it every week. The driver quickly shuts the door behind you and starts the engine, kicking up dust clouds as he pulls away, eager to leave you and this place behind. Hey, Carl. This woman looks like she's seen better days, that's for sure. You instantly recognize the worn young woman from the few public photos on her Facebook page. She's your cousin, Tabitha, and she looks annoyed to be here. Let's offer her the peanuts. Offer her boiled peanuts as condolence. Want some peanuts? I got them from the bus. You hold out the dripping bag, offering it to your cousin. What? Put those away. Why would I want your wet peanuts? Now, come on, let's go. I don't want to spend any more time down here than I have to. Your cousin turns and motions to an old BMW parked near the bus kiosk. You follow her, climbing into the dusty relic. Doesn't take much driving before the only sign of civilizations are the car you're in and the road you're on. Tabitha maintains an icy silence as she focuses on the road. Okay. Tip. Dialogue options labeled Explore can usually be taken without advancing the story. They can impact relationships and unlock additional story paths, so choose carefully. I do love a good Explorer. Let me see here. Let's go. How are you holding up? She just says fine. I know how you're feeling. I lost my mom, too. I know how you're feeling. I know. I can't believe we never actually met before this. You have your mom to thank for that, or had I guess. Mystical. You can feel the same careless cruelty in Tabitha's words that your mother would use when she talked about Pearl Ann. Pearl Ann, that's how you say Pearl Ann. And the other Scarlets. And the old Scarlets. Not the other old. The wound that tore your family apart runs deep enough that it bled through the generations. Let me read all these options here. Let's go with the mystical one. Every time one this pops up, I'm just going to pick it. You sound like my mother right now. She hated this side of the family so much. We don't have to become our parents. There are some things in life we get to choose. And she chose to leave. Oh man, which one should I do? So, the funeral. It's on Sunday, right? Yep, like I told you. Since I'm here, Since I'm here, do you need any help planning? I know this stuff isn't easy. It's actually been fine. Just need the coffin and somebody to dig a hole. Ooh, jeez, they're really getting to the point, huh? I guess we're both part of the Dead Mothers Club now, huh? Your cousin turns to you with an icy glare. Maybe this would have worked to ease the tension if she were someone else, but she isn't. You're really not going to drop it, are you? She turns back to the road, her expression cold and unforgiving. Remain silent. You decide to sit in silence with your cousin as the car eases up the steep mountain road. And here it is, the Scarlet Estate. Though it's seen better days, its crumbling elegance is not lost on you. Someone used to... No, wait, hold on, let me rephrase that. Someone used to cramped apartments in the gray cities. Someone used to. That's where it's the D. Used to. That's what caught me off guard. Someone used to cramped apartments in gray cities. Your mother told you about this place many times before she passed away, with an anger burning breath beneath her words. The faded majesty you once imagined doesn't quite compare with what's in front of you. A jarred blend of opulence and ruin. As you stare at it perched on the crumbling cliffside, You can't help but feel like it's something that should have been left to rot a long, long time ago. You're hit with a blast of dusty air as you step across the threshold and into the foyer. Everything in this room has been here for much longer than you've been alive. Each object cemented in place with layers of dust and cobwebs. You can hear doors creaking and their hinges and their arches and moans. Their aches and moans of ancient floorboards as the house itself sways in the wind. Welcome to our family's humble estate, Tabitha says. Unfortunately, due to the current state of the house, only a few rooms will be safely accessible during your stay. I want to go wandering around. Let's say that again. I want to go wandering anywhere else if you value your limbs. The floors have been known to give out. If you know what's good for you, you'll stick to your room, your bathroom, and the kitchen, and hallways, I guess. But only the hallways you need to use to get to those places. I'll show you around so you know where it's safe to walk, and you can leave your bags here for the time being. So you live here? Yeah, and I'm letting you stay here for free, so mind your manners. Or did your mother not teach you about those? Let's just get the tour over with. Follow me. You put your bags down and follow Tabitha through a long, dusty hallway. She delicately steps over holes and tears in the floor, and you do your best to trace her steps. Kitchen. On Wednesdays, a woman from town comes in and does the cleaning. Her name is Janie. I wouldn't recommend socializing with her. She'll talk your ear off. If you need any food, there's fixins for peanut butter and jelly. Don't touch my mac and cheese or my ice cream. Those are off limits. Oh, and you can also access the garden through here, but it's pretty wild, so I wouldn't if I were you. And also, the tip option comes up again. And it says, geez, of course, getting invited to schlocky horror movie. Me and jump scares don't get along. I don't know how scary this game is quite yet. Like I said, it all depends. And my inability to read like a sane person doesn't help make it any less like scary too. All right, let's see here. All right. And I'm not gonna lie, I do love PB&J, so I'm gonna use that option. Awesome, I love PB&J. How do you know it was one of my favorites? Oh, I got a Steam achievement for that one. Get your cousin a flash of pearly. What is this face? This is a funny looking face. That smile can't be real. I didn't, but good for you. All right. Is there somewhere in town to buy food? I want to eat something other than PB&J this week. Is there somewhere in town we can get groceries? Well, aren't you fancy? Yeah, there's a general store. There's also a diner. I usually order my food in bulk online, though, so I wouldn't be going with you. General store. How folksy. How very folksy. A general store. How folksy. I like that option. Is it? It's a store that fills your general shopping needs. General stores just describe what it is. What a fucking very fun lady you are, Tabitha. Boy, aren't you just a fucking ray of sunshine and lollipops. I hardly watch people play stuff pretty well. Just for some reason, playing a game and watching movies are worse on me. I handily watch people play stuff pretty well. Okay. Gotcha. I thought you said hardly for a second. Let's see here. Alright, you said someone actually cleans this place. Have you ever actually seen that happen, or does this person just say they do it and leave? That seems like a... that seems like something I would say. Oh, I keep a close watch on Janie. She cleans. Maybe it's not up to your sleek city standards, but this is an old house in the country. There's a level of dirt and grime you have to leave to live with. You have to learn to live with. You could try a little harder, though. You could at least try washing your dishes. Y'all are... Y'all? Are you lumping me in with Jenny? No, no. This mess is her responsibility. That's what I pay her for. If you have an issue with the state of the place, take it up with her. Who the fuck are you, Asmongold? Like this feels like Asmongold a little bit. What if I want ice cream? Then you could buy yourself some from the general store. If you touch my stash, I will know, and there will be consequences. Alright, what's next? Bathroom, follow me. Great, it's been hours since I've gone. And the two of you leave the kitchen. You pass by a tuxedo cat sitting there on the countertop. Tuxedo cat! Oh, yeah, that's right. I can talk to animals. Talk to animals. Approach the cat. Don't try to pet Frou Frou. If she wants to be pet, she'll let you know. Look at this cat. Frou Frou. Frou Frou. Ni me parle-pas. Parle-pas. Ni me parle-pas. But that doesn't sound like French. Sorry, I don't speak French. I'm sorry, little lady. Je ne parle... je ne parle pas français. Of course, how typical American. I shall debase myself by speaking your tongue, but only so that I might insult you directly to your face. You uncultured swine. Well, it's a French cat. I already hate this cat. It's not a real cat. It's French. Haha, very funny. Her name sounds French. Stop wasting my time and let's finish the tour. You once again follow Tabitha through a long, dusty hallway. Maybe after a few nights, it'll get easier to navigate these spaces. But for the time being, you feel lucky to have not fallen through the floor. It didn't sound French for a second. You gotta give me a second. I also had to get a sip of water. Too much reading, and I'm just getting over being sick. I'm happy I'm not coughing yet, though. Tabitha. Guest bathroom. Not much to show. It's a bathroom. I'll wait outside. Do what you must if you must. This looks like so many drug houses when I was an addict. Like, I would just be in. You know, like, I was absolutely afraid to drink the water in some of these houses. A little fun fact, I have a unreasonably, like, crazy fear of getting dysentery from drinking other people's water. I don't know why. It's just, like, personally for me, it's like, I don't drink anyone's water unless it's from a water bottle at other places. I don't know why. It is a wretched bathroom. Piles of junk sit untouched in the corner of the room, and mysterious stains painted on the wall. This is lovely. Let's see what we got here. Wait, are you sure the toilet works? Yes. Why wouldn't it? The water bills get paid, therefore the toilet works. Now do your business so we can move on. But it's so crusty. It's fine. Don't be so dramatic. Dude, who is this woman? No wonder my mom hated this family. They're all fucking disgusting people. This is the worst bathroom I've ever seen. You can practically hear Tabitha roll her eyes at you in front of the other side of the... No, from the other side of the bathroom wall. It'd be a lot nicer if Jenny didn't have a policy about bathrooms. She cleans mine, but she refuses to do more than that. So you can blame her for the status of this place. The fuck is going on with this house? Can I use your bathroom instead? No, now hurry up and do your business so we can move on with our lives. Who exactly uses this bathroom? Guests. Really, is that... Really, is if... Really, is if you want your mom's will, you will have to... Hold on, this is worded really. Really is if you want your mom's will, you have to sleep in a haunted house. I mean, I'd do it. Guests. Alright, fuck it. Oh my god! Scram, fellas, the chicks. Oh, that's right, I can talk to animals. I keep forgetting I can talk to animals. That's why the bugs could say it. Bugs scatter from the bowl as you lift the seat. Ugh, this is Asmongold's house. Use the facilities. A toilet is a toilet, so it could be cleaner, but your business needs doing, and this is as good as a place as any. You do what you must and rejoin your cousin out in the hall. Next up, guest bedroom. Last stop of the tour. Follow me. This is going to be a fucking nightmare, too. I'm already not looking forward to this bedroom. You and Tabitha briefly return to the foyer before climbing the stairs and reaching the guest room. Oh, well. This does not actually look bad. I will say that. This is where you'll be staying. The linens are fresh. I had Jenny wash them last week. I had to endure a half-hour rant about her kid to get her to do it. So you better be grateful. You should be grateful. Mystical. An unmistakable stain an unmistakable stain coats this room. Someone has died here. No people have died in here. No, someone has died in here. No people have died in here. Wait, what? An unmistakable stain coats this room. Someone has died here. No, people have died in here. Man, I have a flat tire for that one. Oof. The closet is full of old family stuff, so you can't hang your clothes up, but you can use the dresser. It should be empty. Explorer, mystical. People have died here, haven't they? When? This house is almost 150 years old. Obviously, people have died here. What a dump, I hit it. That's a funny option. Who used to sleep here? Like I said, this house is almost 150 years old. Many people have slept here. And now you'll sleep here, carrying on the fine tradition of bedrooms being slept in. You know, I do like the sarcasm here. I will give it some points for that, because this is how I would fucking talk to people, too. This is great. Way nicer than what I'm used to. I can't say I'm surprised. Each and every piece of furniture in this room is a genuine antique, handed down through the family for generations. This is not a IKEA bedroom or whatever such nonsense you're used to in the city. I guess I'll get started to get settled. Follow me. I'll take you back to the foyer so you can collect your belongings. This concludes our tour. I'm afraid I must return to my duties, so you'll have to entertain yourself for the rest of the day. Don't expect to see much of me. Alright, tip. Some dialogue options will open additional conversation paths. Some right away, and others down the line. Wait, where are you going? To work. Somebody has to pay the bills around here. What kind of work do you do? I run the coal mine, same as every Scarlet who came before me. Except for you and your mom, it requires a lot of time and concentration, so I'd appreciate it if you didn't keep me for long. I didn't know we owned a coal mine. We don't own the coal mine. I own the coal mine. Your side of the family forfeited any claim to it years ago. Can I come watch? What? No, the mine is dangerous. I could barely babysit you and do my job. Alright, let me see here. Hashtag girl boss. I like some of these options. They really range from like base to like funny. Running a coal mine has got to be one of the most ethical and physically vile jobs on the planet. Ew, gross. That's kind of sad. Don't you ever think about things you could be doing with your life that might give you a better sense of purpose than running a coal mine? Sounds boring. That sounds pretty impressive and exciting. Good for you. Ooh, these are some fun options here. Which one do I want to do? I feel like I want to do hashtag girl boss. That almost seems like fun. Just seems like a fun thing to say. Fuck it. YOLO. Hashtag girl boss. Damn, I can't believe you're only in your 20s and running a coal mine. Talk about hashtag girl boss. I love it. Don't patronize me. I know you have nothing to your name, Carl. Any other inane questions before I leave? Yeah, sure. Hey, we got Mr. Fernando stopping by. Slain and girl bossing. Sure Santos is in trouble for that. Alright, let's see what other options we got here. You asked me to come here, but you're acting all pissed off that I actually came. What's going on with you? Let's go with that option. Look, I'm sorry I've been testy since you've gotten here, but you aren't exactly one to talk clearly. And I have very different opinions on hospitality. Maybe we can start fresh tonight. Just stay out of my hair until then, okay? I have work to do. What exactly am I supposed to do while you're gone? There's a very demanding job I should be getting back to right now. That doesn't include figuring out your activities for you to occupy your time with. I'm not your babysitter. Why don't you, I don't know, go walk around in town or something until you get tired? There are historical buildings to look at, and I'm sure you'll have a great time. She looks like that meme of that old guy. She's that old guy meme of like the guy who's like in pain. That's what that reminds me of now. Do you think you could take me to town before you leave? No, it's just down the hill. You can walk there yourself. Are you sure you can't take the day off? It's a special occasion. Your cousin's in town. Nico! Hey! It's your cousin, Roman. No, some of us have responsibilities. If you think about it, isn't family the greatest responsibility of them all? I fucking love this line. Hide the pain, Harold! That's right. That's the meme. She's the meme. Hide the pain, Harold. She's Testy Tabitha. And hide the pain, Harold. Your job, wait a little longer. Chill with your cuz. Okay, I'll drop it. I'm going to go with the first line. I'm going to be annoying as fuck. If you think about it, isn't family the greatest responsibility of them all? Ha! That's rich coming from someone whose mother abandoned us because she didn't want to run the family business. And now here I am, the only person left to manage the estate, and here you are, asking to take me away from the duties to hang out with you. I'm going back to work. Stay here, go into town, do whatever you want. Just keep out of trouble. I won't keep you, but we should hang out when you get back. Well, see. We'll see. There's a lot that needs to get done this week. Your cousin leaves through the front door. And now it's just you and this sprawling, decrepit estate. What would I do here? Go straight to the forbidden wing of the estate. Settle into your room. Fuck yeah, peanut butter and jelly. We're going. A peanut butter and jelly sounds great right now. You haven't had anything to eat all day. The only thing louder than your stomach right now are the creaks and moans of this ancient place. A PB&J sounds exactly like what you need to take on the rest of the day. You head to the kitchen. You know what this reminds me of? Like those Goosebump books. Like, did you guys ever read those back in the day? Like, where they had, like, build your own adventure. So it'd be like, flip to page 12. Flip to page, 10. That's kind of what this reminds me of. And my throat's really dry, so I've got to get a sip of water real quick. Peanut butter jelly, peanut butter jelly, peanut butter jelly with a baseball bat. Now peanut butter jelly with a baseball bat. You're back in the kitchen ready to craft a beautiful peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It's a daunting task given the state of the place, but the aggressive growls of your stomach outweigh your fear of food poisoning. Yeah, I think I would have a fear of food poisoning too. I've been in many of these disgusting houses. To get started, you probably need to find some peanut butter, some jelly, bread, a plate, and a knife. Approach Frou-Frou. Frou-Frou hisses as you draw near and remains firmly in place. You might want to talk to me, but I don't want to talk to you. Go away. Let me see here. Let's offer the cat peanuts. You extend your arm and offer Frou-Frou your bag of boiled peanuts as a token of peace. I feel like we've gotten off on the wrong foot. Want some boiled peanuts? Moi dois no. Do you like living here? So, do you like living here? I despise the small talk. If you won't take the hint, I suppose I'll have to take things into my own hands. Frou-Frou lunges at your hand and bites you hard. You back away. What a bitch! What an absolute bitch of a cat. She is French. That's what it is. You know what the problem was? I should have offered her cigarettes. That's the fucking problem. French people love cigarettes. Let's see here. Let's go search the fridge. You approach the fridge. Your eyes catch a note taped to the door reading Janie, stay out, in all caps. Below it, in separate handwriting, are other words, okie dokie. What a depressing looking ass fridge. You open the fridge, you already feel a deep urge to wash your hands, even though you have yet to touch anything other than the handle. Yeah, I could tell that too. Check mayonnaise. Let's check that. You know you probably shouldn't, but a part of you has to know how old that mayonnaise is. I like this little mayo thing. Are you people mayo people? Or are you Miracle Whip people? Let me know in the chat. I want to know. I used to be Miracle Whip guy, but now I'm all mayo, especially Kewpie mayo, which is the only mayo you should use, by the way. You pick up the jar. Its label flaking in your hand. It expired 10 years ago. This jar of mayonnaise is old enough to graduate the 5th grade. Oh, boy. Best to put it back and forget you ever saw it. Examine old takeout. Oh, my God. This is Asmongold's house. I'm telling you guys. Why did you do that? What were you expecting? This takeout container is disgusting. Beyond words. A liquefied mess of wholly congealed in its styrofoam shell. You can even tell what it used to be. Kewpie mayo with scorpion sauce for sushi. Yep, that's true. You know what? Fun fact, or not fun fact, recently, I had one of these horrible moments where I didn't check the milk to see if it was expired. And I poured a glass of it, and it was the most sour thing I've ever had the disservice of having in my mouth. Even like right now, it's just making me feel sick. Ugh. I think it ruined milk for me. I don't want to drink milk ever again now. The substance doesn't just smell bad, it smells ancient. Oh, should I eat it? Oh, I can eat it? Do we do it? Oh. No. No. Let's put it back. Let's not eat it right now. I don't want to eat it right now. I'm having fun exploring. Your body reacts before you even register what you're doing, compelled by the deep primal disgust. You shove the container back into the fridge, pushing it into the depths of the shelves and out of your mind. Hopefully you forget it exists and move on with your life. Grab ice cream. Tabitha explicitly told me not to do this. You think to yourself as you reach for a pint of banana chocolate chunk. She's got good taste. Really good ice cream flavor right there. We're going to put it back, though. You stare longingly at the pint of ice cream for a few moments before your self-restraint kicks in and you put it back where you found it. Tabitha already seems to not like you, and it's probably best not to fan the flames of her hatred. Take the jelly. Lucy's jelly. You reach for one of the unopened jars of grape jelly, carefully checking its expiration date. You breathe a sigh of relief when you realize it's recent. This was either purchased specifically for you, or jelly is one of the few things in this kitchen Tabitha actually uses. All you need to do now is find a plate, knife, bread, and some peanut butter. Better close the fridge and keep looking. Close the fridge. You return to the kitchen, closing the fridge behind you. Search the cabinets. This cabinet must be where Tabitha keeps the dishes, the dishware, and oddly enough, the utensils. Yeah, that's a weird place to put both of them. Examine the shot glass. I survived Deb's 50th. It reads, I survived Deb's 50th. Your aunt's name was Pearl Ann, so this wasn't from her 50th. From the stories you've heard from your mom, Pearl Ann wasn't the type to have kitschy friends who gave out themed shot glasses at their birthday parties. 1 second. I'll BRB. I gotta use the bathroom real quick. All right, we're back. Sorry about that. Been drinking a lot more water. All right, let's see here. Examine the mug. It reads, I was blown away at Blowing Rock, North Carolina, so your aunt and cousin actually traveled sometimes, even if it was only a few hours from the estate. Maybe you can route your routine trip through Okay. Maybe you can route your routine trip through Blowing Rock. It might be nice to see the local sights before heading home. Grab a bowl. Moth trap, don't touch you. You reach for the bowl, but as you pull it down, a blend of vinegar and dead moss splash onto you, immediately staining your shirt. On the back of the bowl is a note that reads, Moth trap, don't touch. Whoops. Ha, idiot. Oh, sorry. Ha, idiot. Fuck you, frou-frou. Your shirt is now unpleasantly wet. You'll probably change it to something nice before you leave the house. Grab a plate and peanut butter knife. You grab a plate and a peanut butter knife. All you need now is peanut butter and some bread. You close the cabinet and look back at the rest of the kitchen. Let's go into the pantry. Well, hot damn. It's nothing but macaroni and cheese, bread, dead rats, peanut butter, and macaroni and cheese. And some flour. Like, what the hell is going on right here? Tabitha sure loves her mac and cheese. Yeah, she does. What the fuck? Is she like 5? Like, what is her diet? Like, just mac and cheese and ice cream and fucking sorrow and depression? Like, what the hell's going on with this lady? Examine mac and cheese. You pick up a box of Tabitha's mac and cheese. You can't say you've ever seen the brand before. Kraft macaroni and cheese. I like how it's Kraft. Oh, I can empty the box and stuff it with a dead mouse on the shelf. Oh, what is this fucking unhinged option that just came out of nowhere? Fuck it, we're doing it. You aren't sure what force of chaos compelled you to do this, but it's done. You close the box and tuck it far back behind the others. A stereotypical white girl diet, mac and cheese, PB&J, sorrow, and depression. And ice cream. Ben and Jerry's ice cream. Don't forget Ben and Jerry's. Take the bread. You pick up one of the non-moldy loaves of bread. Great. One step closer to satisfying snack. All you need now is some peanut butter. Take some peanut butter. It's Jif! Mom's like, you choose Jif. Not Skippy. Alright? Jif. And don't even say Peter Pan. That fucking peanut butter is shit. Anyone who has ever eaten Peter Pan peanut butter is a weirdo. Because it's not even peanut butter. You know I'm right. And we're a smooth family. Not crunchy. The king of nut butters. And only 3% of each jar is mashed up cockroaches. Yummy. This is the last ingredient you need to make your PB&J. Time to get to work. Close the pantry. You close the pantry doors as best as you can and turn back to the rest of the kitchen. Make that PB&J. Despite the state of this horrendous kitchen, you have successfully combined your 3 ingredients to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Congratulations! You can feed yourself. I got an achievement, bro, for making a sandwich. Whoa! A job well done. All that hassle, and it took you less than a minute to eat. The rest of the day lives in front of you. Let's check the garden. Well, look at this. This is a nice looking garden, actually, to be honest with you. This garden was reclaimed by the wilderness long ago. It might not be very safe, but who's to stop you from venturing deeper? Explore the garden. You wander further into the garden. It's quiet out here. This is a cool little garden. I would live in here, even if it is a little taken over. This is like your house, Fernando. It's just all garden that just takes it's been reclaimed by the wilds. Oh. You head back inside and close the door behind you. You're done here. Congratulations, you've eaten and have a full day ahead of you. What do you want to do next? Settle into your room. Now that you've finally eaten, the aches and pains of your journey have started to sink deep into your bones. You stumble up the stairs to your room, suitcase in tow, eager to unwind before you face the rest of the day. You stand at the entrance of your room. Put your spare clothes in. Ah, it's a possum! You drag your suitcase over to the dresser and open the bottom drawer. A possum lurks within. It's quiet but angry. Now, fun fact. This is the only native North American animal that is a marsupial. And possums can't get rabies. So, if you're ever worried about a possum biting you, don't. Because they don't have rabies. They're naturally immune to it. But you can pick them up and you can treat them like your own pet too. So there you go. Afraid. Oh, that's right. I keep forgetting I could talk to animals. I'm just going to keep offering everyone the bag of peanuts, bro. Let's see where this goes. Afraid death comes for Dustin. Dustin the possum. There you go. You close the drawer. You might as well leave Dustin be. You open the top drawer next. It's empty. A good place as you'll find to put your clothes. Based on the state of the house, you wonder if you'd have been better off keeping your clothes in your nice clean bag. But there's no going back now. Examine the painting on the wall. This must be an old relative of yours. Judging by the dates on the inscription, you've never heard of her. But you'd barely heard anything about your family, about your aunt and cousin until a week ago, so that's not really a surprise. Maybe you could ask Tabitha about this Mary Belle Scarlet the next time you see her. That is, if she's actually in the mood for a conversation. Look out the window. You can only imagine how beautiful the garden must have been in its heyday. If you own this place, you totally get out there with a shovel and some gardening gloves and whip it into shape. You'd go out to pull the weeds, chop trees, carve tapestries, and do whatever you needed to do to return it to its former glory. And once it was all done, you sit by the fountain, which of course would have a little goldfish in it, and drink a floral tea while enjoying the birdsong. Kind of gay, not gonna lie. Yeah, you definitely do that. Just not right now. Check the closet. Oh boy, a doll. That probably won't come back to be creepy. You can see why your cousin said you should put your clothes in the dresser instead of this closet. There must be decades of family history stacked up in here. Pick up the doll. Of course you're sharing a room with a creepy doll. Well, see, like I said, even the game knows. You pick it up to examine it more closely. Its foot reads, property of Alexandra. No need to carry this around with you. You close the closet behind you. Let's go take a nap. You immediately collapse onto the bed. You're tired enough that being alone in a strange new place won't stop you from passing out. Or so you thought. You cough a small cloud of dust rises up from the mattress. These sheets might be fresh, but everything beneath them might have been around to see the dawn of civilization. You try to settle in, but the bed is lumpy in strange places, and you can feel the springs pressing through the fabric. Oh, that's even better. You might be tired, but you're far from tired enough to get in more than a few minutes of uncomfortable napping. That's enough. Doesn't seem like there's much else for you to do right now. Investigate the forbidden wing of the estate or head into town. You know, I already did like some other unhinged stuff by putting a dead mouse into a thing of macaroni. So, fuck it. We're going to the East Ring. With Tabitha gone, there's no one stopping you from going into the forbidden wings of the estate. You immediately try the nearest door only to be impeded by locks and chains. Damn. Well, might as well go to town. With your cousin gone, there's nothing for you really to do here. You leave the estate and head to town to explore. Before leaving the house, you rinse off and change into a clean shirt. You're not about to meet new people covered in vinegar and dead moss. Ooh. Explore every room of the estate before going into town in episode 1. Oh, there we go. If you haven't known, you'd wind up having to walk all the way back to town. You probably would have just asked Tabitha to leave you at the bus stop, especially with how unhappy she seemed to see you. If only you could wipe the slate between the two of you clean and bury some of this tension, though maybe her mother's funeral isn't the best time for something like that. Then again, maybe it's the perfect time. It's really pretty out here. This is like West Virginia. That's what this feels like, West Virginia. Finally, you made it back to town. The holler, as the guy on the bus called it, has probably seen better days. It still has the feeling of an idyllic country town, but its sidewalks are cracked and many of the storefronts are boarded up, their windows dusty with age. A chilly breeze sweeps down the lane and your shoulders suddenly feeling as if you're peering into a grave. Oh, Gretchen. Why, I do declare, who is this stranger, and why does he smell of peanut butter? Oh, the dog's Gretchen. Okay. Sorry about that. Gretchen can be very slippery when she wants to be. She loves to get loose and cause havoc. Offer her pured peanuts. Want some boiled peanuts, Gretchen? Why, yes, of course. I most certainly do. I do declare that, doggy. Aw, that's sweet of you, but those are probably way too salty for my little Gretchen. Nice to meet you, Gretchen. I'm Carl. My, oh my, I can't remember the last time I met a newcomer who was so wonderfully polite. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance there, Carl. Ha! That's a funny way to introduce yourself. I'm Stella. It's not often I see a stranger face up in the holler. Every now and then there's a new crop of coal folk, but you don't look dusty enough for that. You aren't in town for the funeral, are you? The Scarlet funeral? Yep. I just got into town today. Wow, I didn't think there would be anyone else coming. Are you staying with Tabby? How's she holding up? Upon mentioning of your cousin, Gretchen mutters under her breath, one of these days I'll get that Tabitha to pet me. I haven't seen her since Pearl Ann passed, or for a while before that, now that I think of it, about it. Mystical. I feel like whoever I meet today isn't the real Tabitha, just a mask she wears. I hope that's a metaphorical mask you're talking about. To tell you the truth, she's always been a little rough around the edges, but most people don't really catch on to that. It'll probably be good for her now that you're staying there, even if she doesn't think so herself. Are you two friends? I was probably closer than most people have gotten to being able to call her a friend. The school here is really small, so everyone had at least gotten along with everyone else. She was a grade ahead of me, but everyone knew her, especially since she's a Scarlet. We would wind up binding a bit when we were both in school, in the school's production of The Midsummer's Night's Dream. I was Pluck and she was Mustard Seed. As you might have expected, she was more than a little prickly, but I managed to soften her up a bit in the end. But then she graduated, and that was that. I haven't seen that girl or her horrible little cat since I was middle-aged. Since I was middle-aged. Oh, I think that's Gretchen talking. Oh, before it slips my mind, if you're staying up in that spooky old mansion, you must have met that frou-frou. Met the frou-frou. How does that monster fare? Oh, I could talk to the dog's talking to me. Okay. There we go. Yeah, I've met Frou Frou. She might think she's so much better than me, but I will get her to let me pet her, even if it's the last thing I'd do. Wait, what? Are you messing with me? You can't actually talk to my dog, right? Ooh, yeah, let's just go. Alas, you have discovered my dark and terrible secret. I can talk to animals, and animals can talk to me. Your dog sounds like a southern belle when she talks. Yeah, of course you're joking. You and Stella maintain silent, awkward content. Well, next time you see that devil, please send my regards. And do let her know that not only do I still draw breath, but that I very much still plan to outlive her. Oh, if you just got to town, then you must be starving. I was just on my way to the diner for coffee, and you've got an amazing biscuit, my treat. And they've got an amazing biscuit, my treat. Biscuits, your treat? Hell yeah! Awesome, let's go. Well, ooh, honey sweet child, ooh, honey sweet child. How you doing there, officer boy? The pleasant aroma of greasy breakfast food hangs heavily in the air. In contrast with the empty, lifeless atmosphere of the family estate, the diner is filled with the comforting ding of human life. All of which grinds to a sudden halt as the patrons realize that a stranger has entered the establishment. They're like, who the fuck is this guy? What are you looking at? Hey everyone, I'm Carl. Just in town for the funeral. Before anyone can respond, you and Stella casually slide into a booth pretending the whole town didn't just gawk at you like a sideshow attraction. Looks like your entrance was a little more dramatic than you were expecting, huh? Folks around here don't meet many strangers as is. And with who you are related to, well, let's just say you'll be the talk of the town for a while. Hey, Stella, I went ahead and fixed you up a coffee. They quietly place a cup of coffee in front of Stella. And here's some bacon for the little lady. For me? For me? Gretchen sniffs the bacon and digs in. Tip, you can hit the H button on a hotkey to hide the text box at any time. Anything for you? The name's Avery. I'll be taking care of you today. We're just offering everyone the fucking peanuts, baby. Hold it. They're so fucking mad. You hold her still for a bag of peanuts. Gretchen sniffs it and splatters off the brine of the table and licks her lips excitedly. No thanks. I shouldn't take gifts for while I'm on my shift. Anything I could get you though? Uh, Order a biscuit and a coffee. Could I have a biscuit and coffee, please? I heard they were really good. Best in the country. Avery pours a fragrant brew into the empty mug in front of you. They linger after pouring your coffee, turning to you nervously. Oh, and sorry for your loss. Before you have the chance to respond, they are gone. Glad you took my advice with the biscuit. You won't regret it. You know, if you ever want to get rid of those peanuts here, there's a trash can right by the door. Nah, hell no, we're offering them to everyone. There's a reason. There's also always my mouth if you ever find yourself looking for an alternative reciprocal. Says Gretchen. Anyways, the funeral's not till Sunday, right? That gives you quite a bit of time to slum around the town. I'm trying to think of if there are any cool events going on this week. There's always the reading adventure at the library, which is supposed to be for little kids, but I do it every month anyway. Oh, and I'm pretty sure Avery's throwing a party Saturday night, so that's a fun thing to look forward to. And then there's the weekly Sunday potluck. That should be right after the funeral, too, so it'll be a special occasion. Is the potluck a church thing? Would it be weird for me to come if I'm not a member? No, the Sunday thing is coincidental. It's actually hosted by the library. Not too many people go to church around here, if I'm being honest. Isn't this like the rural South? That's got to be unusual. I know. We must seem like such heathens. But there are plenty of God-fearing folk in town. They just aren't the biggest fans of the local church. Well, the buildings, okay, but the pastor is another story. There's just something a little off about the guy, a little creepy. You'll get what I mean if you ever meet him. And unfortunately, you probably will. Anyway, these are all the big events I could think of. As for the day-to-day, any idea how you want to kill time for the rest of the week? Let me see here. I'll probably just do what I can to support Tabitha through this. That's really sweet of you, but knowing Tabby, I have to imagine that'll definitely still leave you with plenty of time to kill. Have you thought about exploring the local trails at all? I'm usually out there a few nights a week for my job, and I'd be happy to show you around. Before Stella can finish, Avery returns, biscuit in tow. Gretchen, is there nothing else coming for me? Gosh, if I had known that plate of bacon would be my main and only course, I would have waited before digging in. Here's your biscuit, Winnie. Here's your biscuit. Winnie says it's on the house. She sends her condolences. You didn't have to do that. No worries. Hope you enjoy it. Mystical. You pick up the biscuit. It's delicate and fluffy. It nearly crumbles at your touch. A warm and mass forms on the surface. You don't even need to taste it to know that it is good. Divinity gives you buttery form. Divinity given buttery form. There we go. You take a bite, it melts in your mouth, as if it was nothing but buttery suspended in thin air matrix of dough. Truly, this is a perfect biscuit. Oh, we got a Hadouken raid from Mr. Paul Hadouken. Thank you for stopping by, Paul. Hope you had a good stream. Whoa. This is a really good biscuit. Wow. I'm so glad you like it. Avery lingers at the table for a moment. So, has Stella mentioned she's famous? Ha ha ho, Avery, I'm not famous. You're the only person I know who's been on the news. If that's not famous, then I don't know what is. Stella sighs. Let's sigh. I'm a YouTuber. Oh my god! I didn't expect that twist. What kind of videos do you do? Oh. Wow. Oh, okay. Oh, you and everyone else. I'm actually enjoying the writing of this game. It's very meta. I'm gonna be nice. What kind of videos do you do? Cool. What kind of videos do you do? Hey, there's Diablo. Thank you for stopping by. YouTuber, kill her before she reproduces. Well, hold on. Let's see what kind of video she does first. She hunts cryptids. Fuck yeah! Let's go! We're going to look for... Sorry, hold on. We're going to look for the Mothman in West Virginia. Let's go, boys. You should really check out her channel, Carl. It's amazing. I think the best video to start with would be the river one. You know, the controversial one. Oh, yeah, the Catawaba River Runner. Catawaba. I think that's how you say it. River Runner. I didn't expect much out of that footage at the time, but it really wound up doing numbers. So the River Runner is a cryptid that's only known for a single sighting. 2 Boy Scouts, though they saw something big and weird in the Catawaba River, and that's all I had to go on. But then I wound up catching this on camera. I don't know what that is. It looks like a turd. Stella pulls out her phone and shows you a clip of something in the river. Some folks said it was a beaver, but if that was the case, it'd be at least twice the size of any beaver I've seen. I've also had people saying it was a dog or even a capybara. That must have escaped from a local wildlife sanctuary. It was a mountain lion. I could smell it stink from a mile away. That's what the dog said, too, by the way. I'm still not sure what it was, and I'm not the one who saw the thing with my own 2 eyes. Let's see here. Let's talk to the animals here. Gretchen. Gretchen thinks it's a mountain lion. Gretchen seems to think it's a mountain lion. Very funny. Might have gotten me earlier, but I'm onto you. You're not going to trick me into thinking you could talk to my dog. But I can. I can talk to your dog. As for your theory, no way. It's absolutely not a mountain lion. There are no mountain lions this far east. I did a whole video on the Appalachian mountain lion myth and found jack squat. And there's no reason no one would be swimming in the river like this. They're not fans of water. And the body is too long. No way. Personally, I'm a fan of the capybara theory. There's always people keeping those things as exotic pets. Kind of a sewer gator type situation. Yeah, exactly. Some exotic pet owners set it free, and now it will forever roam the Catawaba, confusing Boy Scouts and YouTube commentators for years to come. So, speaking of things to do around town, I was actually planning on filming this week. I was actually planning on filming this week's video tonight. I was wondering if maybe you would like to come along. It's pretty easy. It's a pretty easy one this week. We wouldn't even have to camp anywhere I'm going to go after the... Wait! No spoilers. I should probably get back to it instead of standing around chatting with friends anyway. See y'all around. Now that the coast is clear, I'm going after Skunk Ape. Hell yeah, we're going after the Skunk Ape, baby. Good old swamp monster. A little bit more water. My throat's getting dry. Isn't that just worse Bigfoot? Ha! It's definitely one of the lesser ape-type cryptids, and the one of the smellier according to some sources. They say you should be able to smell it before you see it. You know, isn't a skunk ape supposed to be a Florida thing? I never heard about it in West Virginia. I don't know about you, but I find the idea of discovering something previously unknown to be excitement enough, even if it's just worse Bigfoot. Most skunk ape sightings are from Florida. See, what did I tell you? I knew what I was talking about. I know my cryptids. But while I was doing research for last week's video, I came across a report where a lady from a town overclaimed to have seen one on her deck playing tug of war with her dog. I've seen enough horror movies that I've seen enough horror to know that if someone invites to go look after some murder monster, the only answer is fuck yeah. Got you on that one, Diablo. It was a little hard to read that plain. But you can't do this. You can't fuck with me that hard, man. And as I leave no stone unturned, I've decided it was worth investigating. So what do you say? You want to tag along? Hold the camera for me while I narrate against a darkening sky, that sort of thing? We gotta talk to you. That depends. Are you going to be there, Gretchen? Oh, naturally. I wouldn't want any misfortune to befall my beloved Stella. I must stay by her side, through thick and thin, however odd her passion may be. Of course, it's actually been a while since I've had anyone but Gretchen out there with me. Say no more, I'm in. This is going to be a lot of fun. I actually started the channel with a couple buddies of mine back in middle school. So it'll be kind of like a blast from the past. We got sexy Asian girl with the peanut dance. Say hello. And Strawberry 32. Hello, McLaren. Talking to animals too? Yeah, I like the talking to the animals thing. I think it's kind of fun. I wanted to have something interesting to add to it. But hello everyone on Twitch. Thank you for joining us. Excuse my incredibly bad reading skills. I missed those two. Our videos were terrible, just like this channel. You know, that gets me thinking. I wonder if they'd be down to come along with us. Get the old gang back together. Though I guess Kanika has to be close out of the general store tonight, so I'm pretty sure she's a no-go. But Reese, I think there's a decent chance we could get him to come out to the caves if he's up for it. Do you mind if I make a quick call? Stella pulls out her phone and she dials it, waiting while it rings. Reese, dude, what's up? Feels like it's been forever. Aw, man, I'm sorry to hear that. Do you want me to come by, or... Oh, that's because you haven't seen my reading skills? Well, nah. I have a tendency to read fast and get confused easily. That's my biggest problem. Everyone can read better than me. That's what I say. Okay, if you are really sure, but if you change your mind... Oh, I was just calling to ask if you wanted to come out to the woods tonight. I met somebody cool in town today. He's Tabitha's cousin. I know, yeah, just here for the week. Anyway, we're going out to look for skunk ape. We could take the easier trail if that would help. Dang, man, that sounds awful. I hope you take it easy tonight. I'll swing by sometime this week, and we can have a more low-key hang. How's that? I'll bring him. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Reese, there's always something off about that boy. I never did like the smell of him. Looks like it's just you and me, pal. Let me see the options here. Did he ask you to bring me to his house? I'm not a native English speaker. Reading English is always a challenge. Oh, don't worry. I'm a native English speaker, and it's always a challenge. So you're already doing better. There's nothing wrong with not being a native English speaker and trying your best. It's more embarrassing when you are a native English speaker and you can't do your best. Let's go back to it. Did he ask you to bring me to my house? Why? Or to his house. To his house. He's excited to meet you, of course. I think you'll find most folks in town are. I'm glad it's just the three of us. Honestly, I'm kind of glad it's just the two of us. Yeah, fair enough. You just got here, and I'm probably already overloading you a bit. Sorry about that. All right, girl, you have yourself a good night. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you. We should stop by his place sometime this week, though. I think you two would like each other. He could be a little rough around the edges, but in like a funny way. That's girl code for he's a fucking disaster, by the way. That's what that means. Anyway, we've got a skunk ape to hunt. So we should probably head out if you want to make it up to the mountains before it gets too dark. Come on, let's blow this popsicle stand. You pause before getting it. Maybe it's time to make a good first impression. Leave a generous tip. You reach into your pocket to pull out a crumpled $5 bill. You know it's a bit more than one would expect to get from such a short dining experience, but you might as well share the wealth while you've got it. You smooth out the bill before placing it on the table inconspicuously. Aw, that's awesome of you, and Avery will appreciate that, I'm sure. Still turns to leave the diner with you following close behind. You know what? I could think of pretty good first dates. If I would go on a cryptid hunt with a girl. That sounds romantic. It hadn't been very cold when you first arrived in town, but as the sun dips closer and closer to the horizon, a chill descends upon the hollow, and you see your situation with renewed clarity. You're in a new place, far from civilization, and the people you know following someone you just met into a dark forest in search of monsters. You feel... Oh, we got the mystical option. A sense of foreboding. You feel an overwhelming sense of foreboding, which seems only natural considering where you are. Your instinct screams at you to leave, but at the same time, you're curious to see what the night has in store for you. You decide to go with the flow and keep putting one foot in front of the other and not to dwell too much on this strange feeling. Gotta love this brisk fall weather. This past summer was the hottest on record since last year, at least. You know how it is these days. Each summer is the hottest yet until the next summer, which always finds a way to be so much worse. It's just nice to feel a chill in the air and see the leaves changing like normalcy is restored, if only for a moment. Sorry if that was a bit of a bummer. We should talk about something more fun, like skunk apes. Hell yeah, I like to talk about skunk apes. Let's do that. Let's look at my options here. Has anything bad ever happened on these hikes? You know, just curious. Let me think. There was that one time back in early high school when Reese fell down a cliff. But he was fine. We had some folks from town rig up a pulley to get him out of the ravine. And his leg only took a week or two to heal. All in all, not too bad. Though I guess there was also that time I was out here alone and kind of got stuck in the cave. I was getting great footage of what I thought was a family of wampus cats. I've never heard of a wampus cat, but I wasn't able to wiggle my way back out. Turns out that the wampus cats were actually skunks who very much did not appreciate me blocking the entrance to their hidey ho. And instead of running for help, Gretchen just sat outside, bored to tears. Lassie, she is not. I object to that Gretchen. I object to that accusation. I made sure to give that nasty little skunk a piece of my mind. That's what I did. And I kept Stella company just as she would for me if I decided to hide in a hole for hours. It took about an hour to get loose, which was pretty intense. But a few tomato juice baths later, I was right as rain. So it could have been a lot worse. Oh, and there was that time I accidentally stumbled onto old Duke's property and nearly got my head shot off. But that happens to everybody sooner or later. I'd barely count it. So yeah, these hikes aren't all that dangerous, all things considered. I'm sorry, did you say you almost got shot? Are you sure it's safe out here? You know, I'm a little surprised to see you getting cold feet. I know we just met, but I had you pegged as pretty adventurous. I really wouldn't worry about Duke, though. He might be a little jumpy, but he means well. And these trails are a way off from his farm. Duke is a sweetheart, Carl. You don't need to concern yourself about him. And if it makes you feel any better, I've been out on these trails with him before. The man sounds like a truck crushing through the woods when he walks. We'll hear him long before he sees us. And the wildlife isn't anything to be afraid of either. The worst I've seen up here is the occasional black bear, and even they scare easily. Sure, sometimes worrying can help, no. Sure, sometimes worrying can help you prepare for something, but we're as prepared as can be. I even carry bear mace. Hell yeah, bear mace, like Dog the Bounty Hunter. And if you are as prepared as you can be, why give in to your anxiety when you can have a little fun instead? Anyway, all this is to say we're good to go. We're good, don't worry. What's the weirdest thing you've seen out here, other than cryptids? Other than anything cryptid related, of course. Oh gosh, that's a good one. Let me think. Well, there's always the deer I saw stealing baby birds out of a nest and eating them. That was pretty messed up. And that's a real thing, by the way. Deer do eat baby birds on the ground. I'm surprised that actually made it in here. That's pretty funny. But I think most people know about that these days. I've seen tons of videos of other deer doing it, so I'm not sure if it counts as weird anymore. Oh. Tetanus Lake. Tetanus. Yeah. Tetanus Lake. That's definitely the weirdest thing. That's definitely the weirdest. It's a 5-foot deep, 30-foot wide pile of old cans and bottles and assorted garbage with grass and trees growing on it, so you could barely tell if it was there until you stepped in it. That's why they call it Tetanus Lake. It was practically solid ground with how much it has been compressed, but you could still fall through if you weren't careful, hence the name. Better be up on your shots if you want to mess around in there. It's all stuff from the 50s too, which is super neat. I salvaged a few bottles that I kept on my dresser as a little souvenir. Do you ever hunt things that aren't cryptids? You know, like ghosts, demons, werewolves, that sort of thing? Yeah, for sure. I used to go after all sorts of spooky stuff. I never had much luck, though, especially when it came to ghosts. Back when I first started doing solo videos, I'd go into all sorts of old abandoned buildings, hoping I'd stumble across some sort of activity. But nothing ever happened. It was always just me and my camera in that old house getting worked up over a gust of wind or a creaky floorboard. When all's said and done, I've just been a lot luckier with cryptids. I want to believe in ghosts so bad, and I can't rule out the possibility that there really are true hauntings out there. But if there are, I'm sure as heck haven't seen any myself. I do believe in ghosts too, by the way. I 100% believe they're real. Werewolves, I kind of lump in with cryptids. I'd be shocked if there actually were people who out there who turn into animals, but werewolf lore lines up pretty well with the great beast gene of cryptids. As for demons, I don't know. I honestly don't even want to consider the possibility that they exist, because if they really are out there, a lot of folks are doomed to an eternity of flames. That's a good way to look at it. All right, this is really setting up. We're going to see a bunch of crazy shit in this game, aren't we? It's going to be like Cabin in the Woods. I got a feeling like we're just going to see all sorts of fucking just degeneracy and craziness. So let's hope all of that's just bunk. Am I right? Yeah, what about aliens? Don't even get me started. Did you see the UFO video the government declassified? Aliens are definitely real, and they have absolutely visited Earth. Like, I believe in aliens way more than I believe in cryptids. I adore my darling Stella, but she gets the strangest ideas in her head these days, ever since her parents went... Oh, this is Gretchen. I adore my darling Stella, but she gets the strange idea in her head these days, ever since her parents went away. She's been more and more foolhardy with all this critter nonsense. You don't see me hunting aliens out here because we know they're real. This is kind of fun. This girl's based. This is waifu, all right? This is waifu for me. This is my dream girl right here. We're not alone out here, but everything is cut from the same cloth. Whoa. You gotta meet my friend Kanika's. I think that's how you say it. Kanika's mom. You two would get along. Did you hear that? Oh, calm down, Gretchen, you old mutt. Oh, Duke, you rascal. We got me, our good boy. Duke. He got a Blue Devils hat. He's a Duke fan. Get it? Phew, sorry for getting spooked, Duke. I thought you were some critter of darkness. Nah, girlie. Just old Duke. Now, what the hell are you looking for where here? Skunk Ape? Sorry, I asked. And who's this you've got sucking in and coming with you? Wait a tick. You aren't. Is that? Yep. I see. Welcome to the holler. My condolences. I'll keep you in my prayers. Another stranger, another opportunity for a salty introduction. Fuck yeah, we're keeping the fucking peanut train going, bro. You hold out the slippery bag in front of Duke. It's growing quite fragrant since you first put it in your rucksack, like the scent of an old beer. But you're pretty sure that's what it's supposed to smell like. Boiled peanuts? From your back pocket? No, I'm all set, thank you. I'm sure still more than happy to take them off your hands. Now, both of y'all, head on back to town, you hear? It's best you steer well clear of this area tonight. I'm out here dealing with my own critter, and won't be too appreciative if a couple fools with a camera scare any more sensitive wildlife. Where are you hunting tonight? What are you hunting tonight? Something tall and hairy? Something musky? You seen anything like that recently? This face says it all. Would like to know. Never could stay in business. Stella Richmond, put that damn camera down. Oh, come on, Duke. Maybe I could help you out. I'm pretty good at tracking, you know. I'll learn from the best. That you did, but I have yet to see a shred of proof that you listened to any of it. The way you tromp around the woods at night yelling about clucking burgers or what have you. Something's been getting at my chickens. I've lost 3 this week, and I can't afford to lose many more. That, Dad. I wonder if the skunk ape has a taste for chicken. Now see, this is why I don't come to you about things. Ain't no skunk ape, whatever the hell that is. I know exactly what this is, but I know you won't believe me if I tell you. Oh, Duke, you don't think it's... I do, actually. It's that damn mountain lion. They're out there, Stella. I don't care what your little investigation turned up. You haven't been out in the woods as long as I have. These sons of bitches are sneaky, of course. You wouldn't find any in one night of tracking. Oh, this is from the Slate of Princess devs. This is going to be dark. I think is best not to get attached to anyone. Yeah, this is from the Slate of Princess devs. That's why I wanted to play it so much. And I know for a fact that's what's been getting at my chickens. It could have been anything else. I'm telling you, man, mountain lions are extinct in these parts. There hasn't been an actual sighting since the 1990s. And even those were iffy. It's true. There's a mountain lion around here. Sure sin. They peed on all the best trees. I can't believe you go out there on your YouTube saying some river monster spotting by the couple high school boys scouts has been 100% confirmed yet. Appalachian cougars are some kind of far-fetched fantasy made up by geezers like me. You made me look like a fool. I read the comments. People were posting on your video. I'm sorry, Duke. I didn't mean to sick anybody on you. I just don't think it's plausible. You'll eat those words when I come carrying a mountain lion corpse out of these woods at dawn. And if you two don't want a face full of buckshot, I suggest you run home and stay out of the woods tonight. Mystical. As Duke's words leave his mouth, an existential dread begins to pull at your chest. Something is waiting for you deep in the woods. Whatever it is, the 4 of you are bound to meet it, and it will change you forever. Let's go with the mystical approach here. There's something waiting for us deeper in the woods. Yeah, I know, I'm hunting it. What if it's not a mountain lion, though? What if it's... Oh, don't get me started again. If your daddy could hear you now going on about ghouls and goblins, using what he taught you to run around the woods like some kind of paranormal investigator. Do you want that to be his legacy, girl? At best, you know my boy Bo and me are headed down to the state fair to show off Big Betty this week. Well, be gone days. And the chicken coop might as well be a big all-you-can-eat buffet sign on it. I don't nip this in the bud tonight. You know how I feel about my chickens. I couldn't take it if I lost any more of my poor little ladies. And you know what? I have to put out a video by... Oh, sorry. This is her. And you know what? I have to put out a video by tomorrow evening. Mystical. As Stella and Duke both root themselves into their stubborn instances and feelings from before gains form and clarity. Something fated has been locked in stone. Somebody here is going to die tonight. Well, there you go, Diablo. You're right. Someone's dying tonight. If I miss an update, I might lose my new sponsor, and who knows what that'll mean for my career. We all need to get out of the woods right now. If we don't, somebody's going to die tonight. Why even try to warn them? Fate is fate. There's no resisting it. You know this. Now, what's that supposed to mean? Are you trying to threaten me? Yes, I'm trying to threaten you. I don't know. I just have a weird feeling. I get sometimes. A weird, bad feeling. It's never wrong. Are you trying to say you're psychic or something? Ask again later. Oh, right, right. When we're in a more private place. I get you. Ah, hush, both of you. You're just trying to unsettle me, so I'll let y'all in the woods to film your little video. Carl, I think you freaked Duke out enough for one evening. Maybe we should leave the poor man to his wild goose chase. I'm not freaked out by your friend's theatrics, but if it gets you out of my hair, sure, I'm greatly disturbed. Now run along home and stay out of trouble. Well, Duke, it was nice knowing you. As you and Stella return to the trail, she carefully looks back the way you came. I think that's a Cthulhu on her shirt. Or a Mothman. That's Cthulhu or Mothman, I think. And I gotta get some more water. Okay, the coast is clear. There's no way we're letting Duke edge us out that easily. Come on, I know this. I know a trail that'll get us around him. Let's go. It's kind of weird to go like, yeah, someone's gonna die tonight. I knew you wouldn't quit. White woman who wants to lead us into perils and danger all the time. uh, oh no, we aren't actually headed back to town. I like to go. Are you sure you don't want to like watch a movie instead? Wouldn't you rather go home and hang out, maybe watch a movie? Gretchen. Well, I understand your fears, Carl. This is an opportunity for a once-in-a-lifetime adventure. Seize it while you can. Aw, you don't have to worry about old Duke. He's never actually shot anyone. We can always do a movie night later, but right now, my viewers come first. They demand cryptids, and I am duty-bound to give them what they so crave. This is about Duke. Something bad is going to happen if we stay here. Sorry, I think I'm just a little shaken. Ooh, well, we got more. Oh, fine. There's no saying shaking you, is there? You'll just follow until I finally relate and go monster hunting. Oh, fine. There's no shaking you, is there? You'll just follow me until I finally relent and go monster hunting. I promise it'll be fun and safe. The trail's just this way. Let's go. Ooh, I got another achievement. Go on an adventure with your new friend. All right, this looks like a good shot. Mind holding the camera? She hands you the camera and you take position. As night falls, my new assistant, the mysterious Carl, and I find ourselves on a high hill in the Blue Ridge Mountains, where we'll begin our hunt for the elusive yet pungent skunk ape. Though mostly encountered in Florida, this possible relative of Bigfoot has been spotted all along the southeastern edge of the United States, including right in this very county. Here's hoping we get a glimpse tonight. We'll check back once we're on the trail. Until then, stay searching, Stellars. And keep digging, Gretchen. I could take that camera off of your hands for now. We'll be able to start the tracking scenes once the sun sets all the way. In the meantime, we get to take it all. In the meantime, we get to take in all of this gorgeous scenery. Mystical Duke may be gone, but that feeling in your gut still lingers. Something terrible awaits you, something unavoidable. Though what exactly is wrong in these woods still eludes you. There's something wrong here. There's something wrong in the air. It feels oppressively dark. Hmm. You don't happen to mean stinky, do you? Do you think you're smelling the skunk ape? No, no, something metaphorically oppressive and dark. Dang, I thought we might have stumbled across the trail. Oh well, I wouldn't worry too much if I were you. My gut usually warns me if I'm going to run into trouble, and I feel A-okay. Yeah, A-okay, alright. Your quiet moment with Stella is broken by a loud, percussive snort. Death has come for me at last. Goodbye, cruel world. That's a funny line. Oh no, the skunk ape has found us. Now is it we who are the hunted? I wish that's just the sound of deer, the sound deer make when they want to warn the rest of their herd about big, scary predators like us. Let's check it out. As you and Stella hear the footfalls of animals retreating into the woods, she reaches for her flashlight. Can you hear the sweet whispers of new growth? What the actual hell is going on with this deer? What the? I don't like where this is going. A single deer remains behind, staring down the beam of light while Gretchen whines and pulls at her harness. The acorn becomes the oak, becomes the rich rot that swaddles the acorn. The cycle that is stretched is not the cycle that is broken. It's because I can talk to animals that this is so fucked up, bro. A deer, and there's something uncouthly fake and vile to its odors. Let me at it. Oh, this is Gretchen. Deer, who infringe upon my dear Stella's personal space. Let me at him. Your souring husk will feed the coming world. This is good. This fucking deer's talking like stuff. Has a better griffin butt chin. Ew. And then it's gone. That fucking deer. That deer's talking like David Koresh, and I don't like it. I don't like this, where this is going. Jeez, Gretchen, calm down. You're going to get yourself hurt. How is she so calm? Did she not see how fucking fucked up that deer was? It looked like a clicker from The Last of Us. Oh my, it seems I was consumed by a blinding rage. How very unladylike. What must you think of me? She cannot handle deer. When she gets like this, I usually have to pick her up and hold her. She has a bad habit of slipping her harness when she wants to go after something. You're too much of a potato, and they don't make harnesses that fit potatoes, do they? I've said this exact line to my very dog, and this is kind of it's kind of making me feel personally attacked that I talk like a white woman. I think that deer was threatening us. Or warning us. I think it was just sick. That thing on his face, I bet it was an abscess. Maybe a tumor. But it's not like wild animals could get those taken care of, so they just get bigger and bigger. Poor thing. But there's not much we can do about it. Why do you bring Gretchen with you? Why do you bring Gretchen out here with you? She doesn't seem to like the safe... She doesn't seem like the safest choice for a hiking companion. Excuse you? Though after that outburst came over me, well, I suppose I can see the merit of your concern. It's actually fine. I actually find her to be quite the opposite. Sure, she wants to chase stuff, but I usually let her when I'm not on one of my cryptid hunts. So I can't hold that against her. I'm just happy she's still so feisty even at her age. Pugs aren't exactly known for their good health, but But here she is running around the woods at 17. Oh my god, a 17-year-old pug. God bless her. And I feel like the fresh mountain air and exercise would help a lot in that regard. You definitely are defying the laws of nature. You defy the law of nature, don't you, Gretchen? Well, that got my heart rate up. I'm ready for the hunt. There we go. Same for me. How about we take a quick snack break to fuel up, then we get right into these night's activities. You settle down to rest. Stella breaks out a bag of assorted snacks. Got apricots, trail mix. Why can't I eat my bag of nuts? I've been offering everyone my bag of nuts, but I can't eat my bag of nuts? I guess we'll keep that bit going a little bit. Take the trail mix bag, extra M&Ms, take the snack bar, take the sesame... Oh, fuck yeah, sesame sticks? Let's go, bro. Grab a handful of sesame sticks. The one snack I didn't make myself. I was hoping to wow you with my cooking skills, but I guess they'll have to wait for some other time. Still, a tasty choice. The chips of the hiking trail. Some would say chips are the chips of the hiking trail, but who would bring such a delicate, space-consuming snack in their pack when you could fit another bottle of water or more snacks? You and Stella settle down on an overlooked snack in hand as the quiet sounds of the evening wildlife wash over you. Gretchen gnaws on a stick, distracted from time being. So, tell me, what's it like in Chirac? I forgot. I forgot I put Chirac is where I'm from. I totally forgot about that. What up, Jay? How you doing, buddy? We're just playing some Scarlet Hollow. I forgot I put my city of choice with Chirac, so I forgot. This makes me laugh. So tell me, what's it like in Chirac? Do you have a house, an apartment? Do you live with family, roommates, pests? Tell me, what's it like to be Carl? Let's see here. I live in a doorless basement that floods whenever it rains. Oh my god, no. That sounds like Chicago. What do you want to know? Why wouldn't I want to know? I've lived in this town my whole life. Fair enough. I live in an internet cafe. What? I don't live in fucking Korea. I live in Chicago. I don't think we have internet cafes in Chicago. I've never seen one, at least. I live in a 12 by 12 shed in someone's yard. That's not Chicago. I live in an apartment with a difficult roommate. I live in a closet in a house with 10 roommates. Ooh, that sounds like Chicago. Let's make me sound like I'm not fucking Harry Potter. I live in a dingy studio apartment. And I hate it. At first, it was kind of nice to finally have a space that was just mine, but now it feels cramped. It's like I'm stuck in a closet alone, and no one can come let me. And it's like I'm stuck in a closet alone, and no one can come let me out because I choose this for myself, and as far as they know, I'm happy being there. The lights flickered. The toilet is constantly getting backed up because the landlady upstairs keeps flushing her cat's litter. It smells like cigarettes for some reason, and it's home to an extremely durable population of roaches. It's the pits. The worst. Just awful. Yikes. Have you tried looking for a different place or maybe finding a roommate? I've had enough bad roommates for my lifetime to keep that sheep. I've been saving up for something better. There we go. Let's go. Oh, I hear you. I've been saving up for something better. Oh, yeah? So what do you do for a living? Let me see here. What do I want to do? I build programming ads for companies nobody's ever heard of. I sell arts and crafts on Etsy. That's fucking lame. I'm a first year associate at a big log firm. I'm a streamer. Ah, the YouTuber streamer, bro. I'm a student. I'm a teacher. I'm in the service industry. I'd rather not say, remain silent. What do I want to say? Because this will affect my personality and stuff going forward. What do some of you guys think? What should I pick? Let me know if anyone's out there still and wants to give me an idea what to pick. I'll go with what the chat says. I need a little water anyway. My throat's getting really dry. Um. You know what? I think if I live in a shithole apartment, I think a service industry kind of fits that vibe. Like a line cook. I work in the service industry. I'm on my feet all day getting yelled at for things beyond my control. And I mostly get paid in tips. Ando, you're just a little late on that one, buddy. I'm sorry. I actually really like it. You know what? I actually kind of like it. For all the abuse I've taken from bad customers, I found a lot of support from my coworkers. Ha! That's amazing. I don't think I could handle that. YouTube comments are bad enough, and there's a whole scene between them and me. A crisp breeze passes over you. What about you? What's your story? Gretchen and I live in a little house just outside of town. It's actually a house I grew up in, so it has a lot of pleasant memories attached to it, and I'm glad I could keep it in the family. My great-great-grandfather built that house, and he must have done a great job because it is just as sturdy as it has ever been. Oh, do you live with your parents? Do you live alone? Do you live alone there? Yeah, the place used to belong to my parents, but they're not around anymore, and the holler's a small enough place that other folks don't need roommates. Oh, did they move? Haha, no, they died. It's okay. It's okay. I've done my mourning. You don't have to watch your words around me or anything. Life goes on. What were they like? Did you get along? They were amazing. Two of the nicest people you've ever meet. Interesting too. My dad was a bit of a regional legend among hunters and trappers. He was also out in the woods on the trail of something, and we certainly had some interesting dinners because of him. He had to learn how to fend for himself since his family didn't have much growing up. He always made sure I had food and that I knew how to get it if I ever found myself too far from a grocery store. I could make us pretty good salad with just that in the morning. I could make us a pretty good salad with just what's in this clearing if I had to, though it wouldn't exactly taste great. You know what's kind of interesting? A lot of the older people love dandelion salads. Has anyone ever had dandelion salads? I'm kind of curious now. My mom was a local vet. The lady all the farmers in the county knew to call if their animals were in need of something. Even the smallest mouse would get the proper care in her hands. I'm sure she's most of the reason Gretchen's here and one of the oldest dogs I've ever met. So yeah, those were my parents. I guess we're both, I'm going to do it. We're going to say the line. I guess we're both members of the Dead Moms Club. Welcome two characters exclusively to the club. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. It's kind of fun. Ha! I guess we're both members of the Dead Moms Club, huh? I guess we are. How are you holding up? I'm okay, hanging in there. It was a long time coming, so it wasn't a surprise. I'd kind of come to terms with it by the time it actually happened. And it's not all bad. She doesn't have to be in pain anymore. That's a relief. The hospital bills are another story, though. It's getting a little too close to home, guys. I can't even imagine how bad that must be. It's just salt in the wound at this point. The fuck was that? My stars, what was that? It's showtime. Whatever lurks behind the tree line is something best left unseen, but the events of this evening were already set into motion long before you stepped foot into the Scarlet Hollow. There's no turning back now. All right, enough edging. Jesus Christ. There's something terrible out there, Stella. Whatever it is, it's close. Here, watch Gretchen for a moment while I go check this out. No, don't go. Don't go, Stella. You and Stella inch towards the tree line as she shines her flashlight into the woods. Don't stay close, Carl. I wouldn't want any harm to befall you. Chicken? I see it. I see it. It's sweet and kind. A bed of flowers, a nice wind, a gentle gardener. Maybe Duke's birds weren't eaten after all. Ooh, what the fuck? What the hell was that? Hold on, I gotta play that back. Holy sweet Jesus. I'm guessing it must be maybe 2-3 feet tall. Doesn't look hairy either, so I think we can rule out skunk ape. But whatever it was, it has one of Duke's chickens. It looks like it's headed north. Let's go after it. This guy we're getting into the fucking thick of it now. What have you gotten me into? Right behind you. You follow Stella. She sprints into the unknown. Gretchen excitedly pulling you along by her leash. Oop. Stella! Stella! Ow! Are you okay? Yeah, I'm alright. I just tripped on something weird. That's a chicken. Just like my Stella. Just like my Stella to get overexcited and lose track of herself. Oh no, that poor thing. It must have been one of Duke's. A new beginning. I'm going home. I'm going home. I'm going home. Oh Jesus, it's still alive. I guess we have to roll the camera. Ahem. It seems we found one of Duke's chickens, folks. And she's not looking good. I'm hesitant to speculate, but she definitely seems to have some sort of growth under her skin. Could be a tumor. Could be something else. Either way, I don't think there's much that can be done for her. Sorry, let's do that again. That sounded bad. Either way, I don't think there's much that could be done for her at this point. Geez, I hope I don't get demonetized for this one. Wait, do you hear that? I know that smell. That's old Duke. Sorry. I know that smell. That's old Duke. Still, I swear to God, did I tell you to go home? Beatrice. Beatrice, oh no, what's happened to you, sweetheart? Duke, we just found her like this. I think there's something seriously wrong with her. She smells terrible. Nothing like an animal at all. Just like that deer. I can barely even smell that woods anymore. It's all that uncanny plasticky stench. Jesus H. Christ! Wow, we got a bunch of choices here. Let's see here. Mystical talk to the animals. The things all of these animals have been saying tonight. It's likely they're going through some kind of religious experience. Animals tonight have been saying some weird things. Let's go. The things all of these animals have been saying tonight. It's like they're going through some kind of religious experience. The hell are you on about? What a horrid thing to witness. It's like they've all gone mad. If this happens to me, I wouldn't want to live like that. You weren't joking about being able to talk to Gretchen earlier. No, you were joking about talking to Gretchen earlier. You're still joking, right? We should maybe talk more about that later. Duke, we saw the thing that got a hold of your... Got it on camera, too. I don't know what it is yet. A gnome or something? You know, there ain't no such thing. It's not of this world, that's for certain. What a disgusting thing. It was unappetizing in every sense of the word. Examine the chicken. You stoop down to look at the chicken. Don't let Gretchen too close. She'll try to take a bite if you don't stop her. I would never. Something about that bird doesn't smell right. You hold Gretchen's leash close to your chest as she squirms against her harness. Examine the head. The poor little chicken's eyes look up at you glazed over, but still rolling around in their sockets with unfortunate life. Can't hide from me. I can see you. I can smell you. Sick, sick creature. The wing is barely still attached, but that seems to be the least of the chicken's concerns. The old becomes the new. I've never flown, but now I soar. Whoever's got hold of her, but busted her wing up too, little bastard. Yeah, what a bastard. Examine the growth. Good God, at first you thought it might have been a tumor, but as you look at something else, the skin stretched taut, the growth pulsating beneath. She could still get better. Maybe she just needs that thing to pop and she'll be right as rain. In a couple days. Happened to me once and there was not so much as a scar these days. I don't know. It kind of looks like there's something in there. It smells like it should be buried somewhere deep. My senses scream out that this is an abomination. Oh, Stella, please don't get too close. Can you hear the birth that dwells within me? Can you hear the way it roars and thunders? Having investigated to your heart's content, you step back and give the bird space. Do you think she's become an egg? Like one of those things is going to pop out of her? What a horrid thought. No, I refuse to entertain that notion. She ain't some kind of incubator. She just needs that thing drained. Maybe some antibiotics, that's all. Duke, I don't think there's a mountain lion that's been getting your chickens. This is just like that deer. Deer? What deer? We ran into one earlier. It had growths just like Beatrice. As you, Duke, and Stella take stock of the situation, a sound wraps around you. Gently at first, barely a whisper. But then a guttural moan, and then another, and another, until suddenly you find yourself surrounded by a chorus of groaning misery. There's something out there all around us. I can smell it. There's so many of them. I think we should get out of here. Agreed. We've all got enough time. Come on, Beatrice, let's get you home. Are you guys hearing this? Stella starts filming again. As Duke scoops up the injured Beatrice, the voices in the trees intensify. It's like you're all suddenly surrounded by strange sounds coming closer, growing bolder. What the actual fuck is this thing over here? What in the hell is that? The gardeners come to mend and nature and nurture. Let me blossom and sprout. Let me become. You feel a tightening in the leash, pulling at your. You feel a tightening in the leash, pulling at you from behind. Don't you step another foot closer, or I'll shoot. Don't think I won't. I don't like where this is going. The man hesitated, and the thing steps forward, fixing what seems to be its eyes on Beatrice, tucked under Duke's arm. Stella, there's another one! The leash is drawing full taut, and then there's a sudden loosen. Oh no! Oh no, not the dog! You and Stella turn just in time to see another creature slithering out from the bush. Oh my god! What's going on over here? As he glances back, everything seems to be happening at once, a pattern of unnatural feet. And then chaos. Duke grapples with the thing as it grabs at his shotgun, pulling the barrel out of the way. As it grasps for Beatrice with oddly jointed limbs, while Stella stares in shock and silence as if paused, watching as one of the other creatures attempt to wrestle Gretchen into the darkness, her desperate cries going unheeded. Shit! Get this grubby little hands off my bird! We're saving the dog, bro! You drive for Gretchen, attempting to snatch her away from the misshapen hands. Oh, Carl, my hero! What the hell is going on in this game? You manage to grab her, but the creature isn't deterred. It rears back on its hind legs, in-mouth opening wide, tongue sliding. It rears back onto his hind legs, its mouth opening, whispered tones sliding out alongside something sharp and unnatural. But then there's its deafening blast of Duke's shotgun, and suddenly it's gone. Duke? Bloody, my heavens, I smell blood. No, not bloody. Blood, my heavens, I smell blood. Uh-oh. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. What do we do? Okay, first things first, I grabbed Gretchen. Then step 1 is done. Gretchen is safe. Oh, great. Okay, step 2. What's step 2? Holy shit. What the fuck? That would probably be my go-to reaction, not gonna lie. Well, Stella, looks like you got your footage you wanted. Happy now? Of course I'm not happy. But it's okay. I can fix this. I know I can fix this. If I just have irrefutable evidence, then everybody will believe us about what happened and what's out here. And his death will mean something. It will. Now, come on. Don't fight me. We need to get stuck together. You know it. Stella doesn't wait another moment. She holds Gretchen close and starts running. Alone in the dark woods, you have a little choice but to follow her. Chase after her. This is fucking creepy, guys. Holy shit. There are more of them. A lot more of them. They leer at you from the trees, no longer hiding as they bellow their warnings out into the night. Stella films as she runs, narrating to invisible audience. We're being pursued, I think, by these weird things. It seems like they're all riled up from what just happened. What the actual hell is this? The two of you come to a stop at the edge of the clearing. Okay, we seem to have found a nest or a crop circle, but of animals. It's pretty metal, actually, not gonna lie. Crop circle of animals. God, that smell. The air here is flavored with rot. A perversive stench rising up from the spiral of corpses that pattern the rocks. Beatrice has been placed among them, her body laying still as the creature crouches protectively over her. Stars above? Is this wretched place where they wanted to take me? At the sound of the dog's disgruntled disquiet, the creature falls out of the woods to surround the clearing. Dead eyes peered from pale, doughy faces, watching the two of you and the small, terrified dog. Sure. Got enough footage yet? Yeah, I think we could get out of here now. You take a few steps back from the clearing and then turn and start running towards the back through the woods, driven by a deep animal instinct to get away from whatever these creatures are. They're everywhere. God, how many of these things are there? They reach out to you from between bushes and tree branches, grasping for anything they can get a hold of. Their howls filling the night. We're almost there. You and Stella reach the main road, and the whispers fade back into the sounds of nature. It sounds like they stopped following us. I certainly can smell the stench anymore. I should get a reception now that we're back on the main road. Let me find the phone so I can call the sheriff. Feel a buzz in your pocket. 6 missed calls from Tabitha. And 13 text messages. I don't think Tabitha would be. Oh, I think it's nothing important. You slide your phone back in your pocket to deal with Tabitha later. All right, let's call the police. Stella pulls out her phone and dials. Hello, Earl. It's Stella Richmond. I'm up on the mountain on the Agashian Trail. Duke is dead, Earl. Shotgun, it happened right in front of us. There's something in the woods. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I think we're okay, but hurry. Jesus, Earl, who's going to tell Bo? I guess now we wait. It takes a little while, but eventually a patrol car arrives to the scene. Out of it walk 2 officers. Sheriff Huggabee, a friendly old man, and Deputy Franklin, a serious man, wearing sunglasses despite it being the middle of the night. See, right there. A thing jumps out of the woods and then a shotgun goes off. What in Sam Hill? What is that? Some kind of Pillsbury Doughboy? Could be a naked maniac. As the video reveals, the creature's nest, Franklin ever so slightly lowers his sunglasses. Or a bunch of naked maniacs. What the heck is that? Some sort of crop circle? They killed Duke. Uh-huh. Now we're going to have to confiscate this camera, Miss Richmond. If you don't mind, this is evidence. But, okay. Let me just turn off to save the battery. Here you go, Deputy Franklin. We appreciate your compliance with the law. We'll get the team out here in the morning to retrieve the body. But for now, Sheriff Higby and I... Please don't call me Earl. Please call me Earl, sorry. Earl and I will escort you. And who are you exactly? That's Carl. He came to town today for the funeral. Oh, righty. Sure. We'll escort you both back to town. If there's a naked maniac on the loose, it's best you don't walk back on your own. It wasn't never mind. Why aren't you going out there tonight? There's a dead body in the woods. Those things could be attacking someone else. Well, it ain't exactly like old Duke is going anywhere at this point. He'll still be out there in the morning. We only have a skeleton crew at the moment. Monday nights are Deputy Driscoll's bowling nights. We'll be on alert for more reports of naked maniacs, but retrieving Duke will just have to wait. Now, if you'll kindly step into the vehicle, we can return safely to your home. Do we have to ride back with you? Can we just walk? Those creatures left. We'll be fine. I gotta get some water in my throat. I'm afraid I'm going to have to insist for your own safety. Okay, thank you. You can ride up front with me, little lady. This is for your mama's permits. But what about Stella? She hates being in those wheeled contraptions. Sure, Earl, you can hold Gretchen on the way back to town. The cop usher you and Stella into the back of their squad car. You are just the cutest little thing, Miss Gretchen. Yes, you are. Sheriff Hoveby pats Gretchen on the head affectionately, but she remains wholly fixated on Stella. A worried look stretches across her little pug face as Huckabee scratches behind her ears. Stella stares out the window, oddly quiet. Oh, my poor Stella, neither of us much likes these awful metal beasts. If only I was able to comfort her. Confound this old man who reeks of coffee and keeps us apart. Hey, Stella, you good? She doesn't respond. You reach out and rest your palm on her shoulder. She jumps slightly at your touch, but remains focused on the window outside. I guess we just saw a man die, so... I don't think Stella's okay back here, fellas. Oh, I'm sure it's just a little car sickness. She'll be right as rain once we get down the hill. Though she'd best try not to hurl in the meantime. Wouldn't want Franklin here to have to work late cleaning up the squad car. We're only a few minutes away now. You've had better to keep up until then. Soon as the rumble of gravel beneath the tires gives way to uneven pavement and the car comes to a stop in front of a small cottage. You two stay out of trouble. We'll have this all sorted out in the morning. Just get a good night's sleep. And you, whatever your name was. Fox Mulder, let's go! Fox Mulder. Sure, you're in town for the funeral. Good. Sure, you're in town for the funeral? Good. Don't you go leaving before then. I imagine we'll need to ask you a few questions about everything you've seen tonight. Stella, keep an eye on him for us. Make sure you don't get into any more trouble. You'll have a good night now. Bye-bye, Gretchen. And you'll have a lovely evening. If any bugaboos give you trouble, you know how to get in touch. And here you are, back in town, away from the woods, with no one but Stella in sight. Holy shit. I hope you don't mind me asking, but why on earth did you want to walk home? I just don't like cars is all. They're rolling death machines, if you ask me. Sorry if I weirded you out. God, what a night. How are you holding up? How am I holding up? I mean, not great, but I'm more worried about you. I can't believe you just implied that you were a suspect of even after showing them all the footage. Even after we found that nest, but it's okay. I'm not going to let anything bad happen to you. Nor will I, though. I have a little understanding with the police work. I was there, I filmed the whole thing, and at the very least, it'll hold up in court. And it won't get to the point either, because we're going to have a little investigation of our own. We're going to find out more about those things. If we could get clear footage, or better yet, trap one of them. There's no way they'll blame you for what happened. The library doesn't open for a while, but I've read every book on the cryptids they have and never came across anything like this. There's someone in this town that might have useful information. My friend's mom. Her place isn't far. We should head over before it gets any later. All right. My wife just got home from work, fellas, and I think I'm going to call it there for tonight. So we're going to save this game to this empty slot, and we'll be back tomorrow night to continue the rest of this game. Thank you, everybody, for stopping by. This game is pretty fucking cool, and we just got through one of the more interesting first parts of this game. So we'll be back again, same time tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Central. I hope you guys enjoyed this game as much as I did, and I'm looking forward to checking this out some more. So, everyone, thank you for. Whoop, I just knocked over a bunch of stuff. But thank you all for stopping by. It was a wonderful turnout, and it was great to see so many of you in chat, new people, and new friends on Twitch. If you haven't already, subscribe, and if you can, also leave a like and a comment on this video. Small sacrifices to the algorithm gods, and I really appreciate you. And everyone, have yourself a good night, and we'll see you all tomorrow, Thursday. Stay cool.